Detecting disease. In plants, as in people, the sooner a disease can be detected, the more likely it is that it can be treated effectively. Fast detection also helps reduce the spread of disease between plants because diseased plants can be treated or removed. Symptoms of disease in plants include, first of all, stunted growth, which means delayed or stopped growth, which is the case in nitrate deficiency. If we see this symptom, we directly think of nitrate deficiency and we try to treat it by adding nitrate and fertilizer to the soil. Another symptom is seeing spots on leaves. Like, for example, if we see black spots on the leaves of roses, we directly think of black spot fungus. If we see areas of decay or rotting, we also can relate this to black spot on roses if it is on leaves of roses. And we also relate this to blights if it's on potatoes. If we see abnormal growths on the plant, we think of crown galls caused by bacterial infections. We looked at this in the bacterial infections part of this chapter. If we see malformed stems and leaves, we relate this to aphid or nematode infestation. They can be eating these parts of the plants. If we see discoloration, if this is yellowing, we relate this to magnesium deficiency, which causes chlorosis. And if we see mosaic patterns, we relate this to tobacco mosaic virus. We talked about this in the viral infections part of the chapter. And also the final symptom is presence of visible pests like aphids or caterpillars. Identifying plant diseases is not easy. Many diseases give similar symptoms. However, it is very important to identify the cause of problems in plants. Some can be treated using pesticides or antifungal treatments. Mineral deficiencies can be treated by adding the minerals and fertilizer to the soil. But the sooner the treatment starts, the more likely it is to be successful. Some diseases cannot be treated, and in such cases, it's important to remove the diseased plants as quickly as possible to prevent the pathogens from spreading if they are communicable diseases, to prevent them from spreading through the garden, the field, or the woodland, to prevent the spreading to healthy plants. Diseases in garden plants may be identified by comparing the symptoms in the living plant with the diseased plant through a manual, a gardening manual, or we can do this online. When the symptoms of disease occur in crop plants or forest trees, experts might need to visit the field or the woodland to observe the symptoms in their natural environment. They might need to take samples of the diseased materials to the lab to identify the pathogen using techniques including DNA analysis, for example, if there is fungus or bacteria inside of the plant. Plant scientists, foresters, farmers, and market gardeners can use testing kits that contain monoclonal antibodies, which we will talk about later, to identify the presence of certain plant pathogens, for example, the fungal pathogen botrytis.